Let's go to college ball, shall we? Rich Rodriguez had a press conference yesterday or 2 days ago talking about a new rule in the West Virginia Mountaineer football camp.
No, I don't really. I mean, they're going to be on it, so it's not. I'm not banning them from. I just banning them from dancing on it. You know, it's like, no, look, we try to have a hard edge, whatever, and you're in there, you know, in your tights, you know, dancing on TikTok. Ain't quite the image of our program that I want. But I told the team today, I said, everything today is about trying to make everybody individual. It's all about the individual. It's all about the individual. And I said, football is one of the last things that was got to be more about the team than the individual. And so I banned dancing on TikTok. I guess I did that. But anything that doesn't look like our program should look like, you know, I mean, I think it's just like, come on. You know, really? I mean,
what do you mean by that?
And I'm allowed to do that, I guess. I can have rules. Now, when they, like I said, 20 years from now, they want to be sitting in their pajamas in the basement, eating Cheetos and watching TikTok or whatever the hell, they can go at it. Smoking cannabis, whatever. Knock yourself out.
Where did that come from? Smoking cannabis.
That's the same Rich, you remember?
There's a question. I'm so happy he's back. I am so happy he's back. I didn't ban TikTok because they're going to be on there. I banned them dancing on TikTok. I don't want to see them in their tights. I don't want, you know. That's what he said there.
I just want the quick conversation of like the unfiltered conversation.
So there was a lot there. There was a lot there that was certainly coming through. The cannabis thing came from an earlier question because Pac-Man Jones, friend of the program, obviously West Virginia University legend, top 10 pick, top 5 pick in the NFL draft out of West Virginia. He told a story about how, you know, he was able to get around the marijuana test throughout the NFL. And to be clear, I didn't know that was really possible in the NFL. And I got tested a lot. I was in the substance abuse program for 27 months. I think I had 300-something tests in a 27-month period. So you're talking about a lot of tests. I took a lot of tests. Jeez. So listening to him kind of lay out what he did, I'm like, well, that is actually a pretty good little strategy. Slide a hand in there, do the entirety. I don't know with the piss testers that I had, it would have worked because they were.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, they were
right in front of me. They're right there in front of me, yeah.
But Pac said he was able to do it, and I believe with the way he set up, he had like a...
No, I believe I was with Pac in Cincinnati. They test differently depending on who is working whatever team.
So like I believed, I listened to it, and then obviously at West Virginia, we potentially did have a way of going about doing the testing.
Did they test you in college?
Yeah.
You get tested for weed in college?
Yeah.
How often?
I got it like twice, I think, in the 4 years, randomly selected.
Yeah, it was truly random. And NFL is random, but you know, like the time period that it's gonna, you know, you
starts on 420.
Yeah, it starts on 420. So you know, you OTAs, mini camp, training camp, those certain times. But outside of that, you can kind of time and space it out. In college, for at least for us, it'll be random. You know, call up after practice huddle. Hey, Butler, Hart, McAfee, go in there right now. It's like, damn.
College?
Yeah.
So we had night before, we were told.
Oh, no.
And then next morning we were in there. So we had the whole, there was a gimmick, there was a game.
Sure.
We're sleeping with.
GNC?
No, you just need a Visine bottle, basically, and somebody else. And then you just sleep with that in your tights so it gets body temperature. You wake up the next morning, pop that thing in the microwave 5-10 seconds, make sure it gets a little bit more heat. Put that in the tights, then you're going in there, and then obviously go to the stall, and they give you the cup, and then it turns around, and they test the temperature. That's the big thing, is the temperature right? Yeah, it is. Sweet, you're good. You got it. I'm going to go to workout. I'm not saying I did that or anybody at West Virginia did it. I'm just saying that did happen potentially in drug testing times. So he was asked earlier about the, not just about the drug testing policies, but the NCAA, I think, doesn't test for it anymore. And in West Virginia, it's legal. So he was being asked about how he's going to talk to his players about it. And his answer was very good. He gave a very good answer. He said, you know, it was easier back in the day whenever it was against the rules, because if it's against the rules, I say don't do it. You know, like a false start, jumping off sides, against the rules, don't do it. Smoking reeds, against the rules, don't do it. Now that it's like kind of not really being tested for, and also it's legal in the state in which your school is, he gave a speech about excess and, you know, obviously anything and wanting this, and if it doesn't affect this. And like, he gave it wasn't a Rich Rod answer that I thought I was going to hear. You know, I don't need no hippies. Like, it wasn't.
He's evolving. He's got to evolve with the times. Good for him, man. Like even Saban says, like you have to there's certain things you can't be stuck on, I think.
Yeah, he's still, you know, we're not dancing on TikTok. Okay, I'm allowed to do that, he said. So
They want to be in their basement?
He's gonna have his. He's gonna have his.
Hey, if I'm a high school recruit and I want to go to West Virginia, I'm scrubbing my TikTok right now. I don't want him seeing anything like that.
If you're a high school recruit and you're a dog, just know that you are very much welcome to West Virginia. And these players exist. There's a lot of teams that have them. Now, granted, the TikTok generation, we're not blaming them. TikTok is an app that has obviously captivated an entire group of human beings at a certain age. And I think it tries to promote fun and happy and just being a part of things. And when you're doing those dances, you're part of a group. It's like, I don't mind it at all. But I do appreciate, I've never done it, but we got people in here that have done it. It's like, you do what you got to do. But I don't mind Rich Rod being like, yeah, that ain't what we're looking for, though. There's other teams that maybe that is their thing. Rich Rod's like, that ain't what we're.
I completely understand what I've seen.
Yeah, exactly. And he said, they're going to be on it. I fucking know that everybody has TikTok. So they're going to be on it. I just don't want them dancing on it. Listen, you can watch others dance. You can comment.
Sure.
You can even say, damn, that's a great dance.
Hell.
I just don't want to see your fucking ass. I've been getting some quotes, from the building of Rich Rod, and he's been evolved. He's certainly added to his incredible repertoire of being able to put swear words into places that really nobody has been able to do. He is an orator, to say the least. And, getting a chance to chat with him now after practice and after these meetings, and with how he acknowledges, some of the things that happen in these interactions, I couldn't even fathom what he was saying to his friends about whenever I was there. Just like, legitimately, I couldn't even. This fucking asshole. Just like the whole layout of it. But it's going to take a little bit, I think, to get that culture. It's going to take a little bit. Him and Matt Rule. Matt Rule was the first one to ban TikTok, I think. He had TikTok workouts at 6 a.m. in the morning of the combine where they had the strength staff print out everybody's TikTok bios and put them on top of weights and then push the sled while they're staring at their TikTok bios. It was called a TikTok workout, is what Matt Rule said. And I think what Matt Rule and Rod are both saying is, first of all, we shouldn't be recruiting guys that want to do this. But also, if you're here, we don't want you to be worried about this. We want you to be worried about this. Trying to build a culture, set a tone is basically what he's trying to do.
For sure, and it's tough. Just talking about it. We were in college 20 years ago. These coaches have been coaching much, much longer than that. And while you're talking about these guys, I'm thinking about Bill. You talk about evolving. I saw a video, I think, of him in Chapel Hill, the basketball game. Great daps, solid daps.
Beautiful daps.
Never seen those type of daps coming from Bill B. I wonder if he's the next coach to ban TikTok and these zany dances on the platform.
What will he call it? He'll call it a talk tick or something.
Clock talk.
Can he do that gimmick in college?
What's that?
He's got to be up to speed now, right?
No, I think he's going to rely on Old Faithful. I think he's going to call his social media stuff the wrong name.
Yeah.
My face was this.
Yeah.
Snap face also.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
He gets a good pop out of it.
Then he was on Instagram. He does feel good.
Yeah.
I get a good pop out of it too, because what's the combo coming? What combo's coming? Anytime you would reference MySpace, it is like, oh yeah, nobody has updated him on anything.
He's been out of the game.
Where's Tom?
Man.
Is Tom okay?
Rest in peace.
Oh, yeah. I think he made a bunch of money and kind of just vanished.